Hi, welcome. You come to join me to talk about the trainer pathway for the International Association of Infant Massage and Infant Massage USA. So, we're going to talk about what it's like to have a journey to becoming an international trainer. So, my name is Beth Hevlin. I am one of the most recently trained trainers in our group of trainers in the United States. This is a picture of me at my first training after I finished and was certified as an international trainer in Juneau, Alaska. What a joy it was. So, this is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to tell you about what an international trainer is, what's the pathway to get there, what is your eligibility, and how do you apply, and what financial considerations should you consider as you decide whether or not you want to take this journey. An international trainer. This is what we do as international trainers. We provide trainings for certified educators of infant massage. So I've trained lots of practitioners in my community now since I've become a trainer to become um, certified educators of infant massage. And now they're out teaching parent baby classes in my community, as well as in Alaska. And I've been to New Mexico now. I can train both in the United States and you can go internationally if that's what you want. I'm considered an independent business owner. I'm a part of the trainers team, and we meet regularly, but I manage my own budget. I make my own contracts. I organize and promote my own trainings. I pay my own taxes on it. And then I pay my fees and dues to the organization as I move through the process. I also have extensive experience working with families and the IAIM curriculum. This is our team of current US trainers. Although this is just a short list of trainers in the international program, I'd really recommend that you go to the International Association of Infant Massage website and look at all the trainers that we have from around the world. But this is our lovely team in the United States. One of the things that I want to mention about this list of trainers is that you can see that there's places behind our name where we kind of typically train. I'm going to use myself as an example. Like if I was invited to go somewhere to train and I had the time and the availability to do that, I would jump on a plane and go anywhere in the United States. If it was in one of my colleagues' backyards, I would give them a call and I'd say, "Hey, I got invited to come and do something in Arizona, Olga. How do you feel about me coming to train in your community? Would you like me to link you to this group instead?" And I'd have that conversation with her. But really, we do say where we prefer to train, and then sometimes we're invited to train other places as well. So, thinking about the pathway, the journey that you're thinking about taking because you're watching this training, the first thing that you're going to want to do is attend a certified educator of infant massage training and complete your certification. And then after that, you're going to complete trainer eligibility requirements and the application. And then you're going to attend a train the trainer event and complete the requirements. So we'll kind of go through that now. So here are your eligibility requirements. First thing is that you have to have been a certified educator of infant massage for at least 3 years. And then you have to have documented that you've taught 100 families. We really would like to see that you've had demonstrated an active membership in the International Association of Infant Massage or Infant Massage USA. And it can look like one of these things. You can work on a committee or a subcommittee. You can contribute to a newsletter that we have published regularly, which I'm sure you get in your email. You could offer to do a presentation at a conference or support some grant writing efforts. You can help to organize training in your community and maybe even help those students that are trained in your community by supporting them through the certification process. Here's some additional requirements you need to consider. Thinking about what have you done by way of a course in communication skills, counseling, and or group facilitation, as well as adult education courses. You need to make sure that you have a comprehension of written and spoken English, completion of a college degree or license in a helping field that could be social work or education. You could be a massage therapist, or your degree could be in psychology. Oh, or you can have training experience that's really related to the IAIM work. I really recommend, as you're thinking about this process, that you audit an entire 4-day IAIM training certification course that's conducted by an IAIM trainer that did not certify you. It really helps you get a well-rounded view of what it can look like, because different trainers have different styles. They present materials in different ways. They provide different activities. So one of the things that I have really loved about becoming a trainer for this organization is that I really can bring myself to my trainings. I don't have to be just like Linda Storm. I can be Beth Hevlin when I do my trainings, and I can mix it up the way I like to mix it up with activities and dialogue and reflection. And I can be my own unique self as a trainer. So it's really nice to get a view of the way different trainers train, so you get an idea about that. All right. So I'm thinking about the next step, and that's filling out an application. So here's the link. I just moved myself out of the QR code. So please fill out the application form that's linked here. You'll need a letter of recommendation from a trainer that you worked with and an International Association of Infant Massage representative from your country's chapter. It's optional to add an additional letter and a video of you teaching infant massage. Please direct any questions to the following email. If you want to take out your phone right now and click a picture, that would be great. Those would be great contact informations for you to have. Now let's talk about the phase one of your train the trainer process. Once you fill out those applications and you know that you're eligible, and you get accepted to be in the training program, you're going to want to do some auditing of other trainings. I mentioned this earlier. You'll audit two trainings with different International Association of Infant Massage senior trainers. A list of appropriate options will be provided to you in this point of the process. You should consider doing one audit before and one after attending the trainer candidate training. You'll be doing a written evaluation of the training you audit, and the senior trainer will provide written evaluation of your observation. So when I was doing this, I was really excited because I got to go to London and I got to go see one of our senior trainers who was just fantastic, do her training in London. And she was so generous with her time. We spent the day together. I watched her training, took notes, and thought deeply about what kinds of training modalities she used and what kind of activities she did for the different areas that we need to train in. And then in the evening, she would sit down with me and we'd have dinner. And I was able to process that with her and reflect on the things that I really liked and asked her questions about why she did certain things or why she didn't do other things. And it was just, I think, one of the best experiences that I've had. Um, and then I audited another senior trainer. And of course, we have become fast friends. And it was in the United States. So it wasn't the same as traveling to London to go see a senior trainer, but it was phenomenal to have someone close by that I now can connect with. I can drive to her home and we can have informal times together. But it really is a nice bonding process to get to know some of the trainers in the program. And it really helps you get ideas for how you want to do this training and how you want to present your materials and what you like and what fits well with your style. Then the next phase is really about organizing. You are required to organize at least one training to just gain the experience of what it's like to be a part of this process. This can be tricky for some people. For me, organizing a training, I'm not very detail oriented. I know that about myself. And so I have to really pay attention to how I'm going to organize my materials, how I'm going to keep track of my communications and my documentation. But my fellow trainers have been fantastic about sharing the systems that work with them, and that's been really helpful to have a team to get support from. You may audit and organize the same training. So keep that in mind. So you organize a training and then you audit that trainer in your community or wherever you organize the training. And that's one of the ways that I did it. So phase one and phase two can be completed at the same time. So the next phase is I'm doing this, you do a CTC trainer candidate training. So this is me at my training. I feel really fortunate that my training happened right before we had that COVID pandemic that hit us. And I got to go to Washington, D.C., as you can see in that photo there. I'm going to start with like what an experience it was to meet trainers from around the world. So as you can see from this picture, I have a group of trainers from around the world, places like Italy and Germany. We have a WhatsApp communication, and we check in with each other regularly. We call ourselves the Five Hearts. But that's my international team trained with. So I attended this 5-day training for this program. The training is done in English, and it is very interactive. This training will give you an opportunity to learn more about being a trainer with the International Association of Infant Massage. It will also be an opportunity to meet the CTC members. Um, and trainer candidates from other countries and chapters, like I mentioned. I have been to a lot of trainings, as you can see with my gray hair. I've been in this field for a very long time. And I have to say that in person with the training team that I got to be with, this was one of the best trainings I have ever been to. I thought, oh my goodness, what are they going to do for 5 days? But I learned so much. The days were long, they were really intensive, but they were so good. And I was so grateful for this opportunity. The next phase is doing your assignments. Oh, during the months after you complete that wonderful training, you will submit monthly assignments or lesson plans, and those will be written in English. So this really gives you an opportunity to dig into the core curriculum points and do your research and look at other people's materials and think about how you want to relay that information. What kind of activities do you like to do? What kind of reflective conversations do you want your students to have? I found this to be so um, just exciting to be able to kind of create my own ideas and thoughts around the curriculum. So, really going through and digging into those core curriculum points for myself really helped in my first training. Like, I felt very confident and competent because I had written a story. Like, I knew what I wanted to share and how I wanted to share it. And I've done other trainings where I'm just handed a packet of information and said, here, train on that. And it doesn't feel uniquely mine. Like I just don't have the same experience delivering it because I haven't spent that time really creating the curriculum points. So with each assignment, you send them around the world, and those people who will give you feedback on the curriculum that you've designed. All right, the next phase of this Train the Trainer is supervised independent trainings. So here's me. This was my very first group. As you can tell, it was post-COVID when we finally got to be back together in person. We were in a room with windows open and masks on for the whole time we were together. Um, but what a great experience. My heart really stays with this group of wonderful women that I was able to share my time with. Um, you'll need to lead at least 2 of these independent trainings while you're being supervised by an assigned trainer. They will do a written evaluation of what they observed of your training, and they will be submitted um, by both you and the supervising trainer. You will also reflect on how your training went and give that information to the International Association of Infant Massage to get your training certificate. In addition to that, you will be required to attend the International Association of Infant Massage Educational Conference and the International Association of Infant Massage General Assembly, which is held every 2 years. Let's talk a little bit about training fees because It's really important as we think about whether or not this is a possibility for us. So these are in euros, as you can see. Nick, our website designer, beautifully made you a QR code for USD to euro conversion so that you can kind of see how much this might cost you at the moment. But as you know, these numbers can change from day to day. So your, your application, just applying for the program, you have an application fee and then registration when you're accepted to the program. The audited trainings, you can see what those are going to cost. And then you have the training candidate fee. And then you pay for each of your assignments to get evaluated. And then your two supervised independent trainings. The nice thing about the supervised independent trainings, if you organize a training in your community and you make money from that training, it can offset some of those costs. So that's just something, a tip that you might want to consider as you're going through this. Thank you so much for joining me to learn a little bit more about this process. I must say, like, if I could quit my job and just be a trainer for the International Association of Infant Massage and Infant Massage USA, I would do it. It has been such a joy. I bet that was a lot of information to take in. It's a big process. There are a lot of pieces to this work. I am so glad that I did it. I was able to write some grants to help me get some of my registration fees paid for. So think about that as you're considering the amount of money that that costs, but it's well worth it. I've had such incredible experiences, the opportunity to go to Juneau, Alaska, and London. And this summer, I got to go to New Mexico and train with the Navajo community. And they have just been it's been so much of a learning experience for me being the trainer, and people are so grateful. These trainings just build this beautiful relational milieu, and you come away with new relationships and opportunity to support other people in their communities to provide these parent baby classes, which are so beneficial for babies. You already know that because you're interested in this, and so beneficial for families in your community and around the world. So thanks for joining me today. And I hope that your name is on this list in the future. So take good care. Hope to see you soon.